I'm Sini, the singer of Crimson Sun.
Hi, I'm Joni. I'm the guitarist of the band.
Really good. We're super excited about our upcoming album, the third album, Sorrowbreaker, which is going to be released next week on Friday, 20th of September. Yes.
Super excited. Happy to do this. Well, it was a bit different because the dynamics how we are making music these days is bit changed. In the beginning, it was like this regular. We were in the rehearsal room and everybody participated. But these days, it's more like I'm sitting at home and making the music because technology has moved forward and you can actually it's much easier to do at home and record straight away, make those demos straight away.
Yeah, and when it comes to this album, we are still working with Saku Moilanen from Deep Noise Studios, but also on this album we have this Danish guy, Christopher Stjerne, who was producing also the vocals for this album. So I think this is kind of a level up in this album. Yeah, maybe to get something more and to get something outside of our box when it comes to the vocal melodies and some catchy things to the song. So yeah, I think that's it, and I think we can get inspiration from what we have gotten from Christopher. So
Yeah, mainly what kind of arrangements you can make. Of course, we have our own style, but to learn how this professional producer does those things, it was also a learning experience. We were discussing with labels, we got offers, but nothing that was satisfying for us. We believe that everything, a lot of those things that the labels offer can be done by yourself.
And I think here we tried to do the best album that we could, with what we have right here, right now. So yeah, maybe it's a bit disappointing that it didn't lead us to a record deal, but we'll still keep doing what we do. So
Yeah.
eyes on the future. Yeah.
I think the whole scene has changed. These days, a lot of things that label do can be actually been done yourself. So bands aren't that dependent on the labels anymore. Of course, major labels are always interesting what they have to offer, but of course there's still this I think this how people think that if the band doesn't have a label, it's sort of a failure sort of things. But as I said, we got some offers, and I must say that some of them were even financially very good, but in the end we like to, I would just say, think a bit longer ahead. How does this deal really is it really been beneficial in the long run? I think that was the main delay.
Yeah.
We were having these negotiations.
Yep, and we had to wait.
Yeah, we wanted to see how they would end up. After that, make the decision.
I know, and we actually released those 3 standalone singles. Yeah, that didn't end up on this album. But Joni started writing tracks for this new album in like 2021, 2022, I think.
22, 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the previous album was released in 20. So it took like 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any specific theme on the album because as we have done like always, we like everyone are writing the lyrics for our songs, so they're like independent stories, like, and they can be quite personal or like universal themes, like nature themed songs or songs that are about losing someone and stuff like that. So there are quite different stories behind the songs. Yeah, I think it's important also to speak the right songs that you know your fans can relate to. Yeah.
But we always leave something, like, for example, lyrical side. We leave. You don't. Maybe you don't really know what they are about, but you can like
Build your own,
reflect
yeah,
on
yeah.
your own experience of how they. Yeah.
And I think that's what's like music about. Yeah. I know when I first heard the demo version of that song that Joni had like composed, and we were all like, "Whoa, this is quite poppy and like synthwave stuff." And then, but we were like, I think everybody was really excited about it because it was different, and
Yeah.
it's good to try something that you don't like stuck within a specific genre, if you can say that. So you can try wildly something new. Yeah, it was fun, definitely.
I wanted to make something really like this. You know, this. If you look at it, like the drumming and like how the guitar is playing, it's like this rhythmic. So we use a lot of this, like just basic power chords, just strumming, but we wanted to try also this like bit more rhythmic side. But I don't know where the inspiration came, but just took my guitar and started playing. Yeah, I just pick up a guitar and start jamming. Sometimes there was a long time, nothing comes up. Sometimes it's instant, like you get this like 2 second long riff and you know how to build whole the song around it.
Do you play every day? Like, is it a daily thing for you, or is it more like whenever you feel like it?
These days I try to, because we all have like busy life around music, so I actually try to look at some period of time in the calendar that I try to make as much as possible. This song, I think I started to write the first song like 2020, and when we decided that we wanted to make an album, full album, I think I reserved like 1 month to write the rest of the songs. So that works for me.
We are used to do those separately. Yeah, and when it comes to vocals, for me it takes like 1 day per song to record all the tracks, including the harmonies and stuff like that. So, and there are always something when we are in the studio with Saku, there's always something that we maybe want to try and see if it works and so on. And then you guys do the.
Well, before there used to be like 3 or 4 guys at the same time, even if it was only like one instrument we were doing. But these days it's more or less our producer, the person who is playing, and maybe one another person.
It's always like it's motivating because they are like new songs, and we are excited to play them live because we just actually had our rehearsal last weekend, so it was really fun to play together the new songs, and yeah, it's really inspiring.
Yeah, it's always like fun to observe how the songs actually sound like when we're all playing together. So it's not the same as in the album. Of course, you have to make some modifications and whatnot, but it's always like exciting times.
Yep.
Yeah.
The album is coming out next week on September 20th, so hopefully you like it, and welcome to our album release show. Hope to see you on other gigs as well.